Shalom. First and foremost, let me give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. I would like to give double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well. They continually feed the flock with 100% truth. They do that free of charge. They also uplift and they magnify the name of Yahweh and also the name of Yahweh Shai. Let me say shalom, citations, mercy, and blessings to all the sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith, striving to be a part of the hopeful elect to the very best of their ability, doing the right thing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, also doing their part to uplift and magnify the name of Yahweh and also the name of Yahweh Shai. To the very few sisters that's out there that sincerely do believe to you as well, I do say shalom. My name is Tabawa Amath of Great Millstone Northwest. I wanted to do this lesson that I believe I'm going to title it, Who Said the Walk Was Easy? All right, who said the walk was easy? This was inspired by a video I believe that the elder Yashawamba was doing. It might have been the recent one he did with the apostle elder Aramlab, okay, or the elder apostle Aramlab's video that he did with the elder Yashawamba, should I say. Hey, I believe inside that video, if not one of the other videos, I remember it was Elder Yashawamba who said it, but he's, pretty much he made the statement, who said the walk was easy, or it was something along the lines of that, okay? He was speaking on, how brothers go through stuff. We have to deal with shit all the time, right? We're in the flesh, and certain individuals, while going through it, start getting weak. They start complaining. They slack up. They ain't pushing as hard. They ain't working with the same vigor. They're working haphazardly, should I say? And the question is, well, who said that the walk was easy? It's not an easy thing, but you got to keep going. You gotta continue to push forward, because it does get tough. Mentally it gets tough. That the demons are gonna plague you, man. You're gonna go through some shit that is unprecedented. Some stuff you've never imagined would hit you in the way that it hits you, but you got to keep going forward, man. All right. I tell you this, I've been having like a shitty work week, man. These last 2 days at work has just been kicking my ass, and guess what? You gotta move forward. You still have to, when you get home, you still gotta take care of business. You still gotta read. You still gotta study. You still gotta improve on yourself. Reflect. You know, evaluate yourself. You still have to do what's required of you as a servant of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it's not an easy thing. Sometimes, man. Sometimes, yeah, you just wanna relax. You just wanna chill. But if you got business to take care of, it's best just go ahead and take care of that business, man. All right. Anyway, let's go through a couple of scriptures, that reminds us that, yeah, the walk was not designed to be easy, though. The path that we're on, man, doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushua was not designed for the faint-hearted. I believe that was a statement that was made as well, and that might have been made by the apostle Ramlab. I can't remember. They was having a beautiful, they was doing a beautiful lesson, but the point was there. It's like, this ain't for the faint-hearted. This isn't for those who can't hack it, and individuals get involved in the word and then find out, down the road, that they can't really hack it. They can't be at that standard, for the long haul. And because of that, they grow weary. They ultimately turn back to the world. And then that's it for them. And I guarantee you, all these individuals who had turned, through the years, brothers, we've met so many individuals that's no longer involved in the ministry. They're just living normal lives, or whatnot, and just imagine the real torment and hell that's happening unto them. All right. Anyway, let's get some of these scriptures. This is the book of Acts. That's where I would like to start, at least. The book of Acts, the 14th chapter and the 22nd verse. All right. Acts 14, and we might do 22. We might read up. Hold on. We'll hit 22. No, we'll read up a little bit. I guess that's a good spot right there. Acts chapter 14, verse 21, it says, "And when they had preached the gospel to that city and had taught many, they returned again to Lystra and to Iconium and Antioch, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we, and this is the point right here, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High." So just as Paul and Barnabas was going and spreading that message is still ringing true even to this very day, that we through much tribulation are going to have to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And think about Jake on a big scale of what our people have gone through from the time of Paul through modern times, because just thinking of what we've gone through from that moment, from the moment he made the statement till now, but even what further we must still yet go through, okay, in our servitude to Yahweh Shem Shai, because we understand that the kingdom that we're trapped in is about to be utterly destroyed, man. Okay, it's about to take a turn for the extreme worse, and through that time period, we still have to serve Yahweh Shem Al Shai. If you truly taken that vow, knowing that within your spirit you're locked into this, okay, and hoping that the Heavenly Father um, keeps His spirit upon you. All right, as we go through this, the shit that we're about to go through, it is about to get extremely chaotic, extremely dangerous. All right. I saw a video earlier. The elder apostle Ramab, he's pretty much mentioning that brothers got to walk with wisdom. All right, don't be putting stupid ass titles to your videos. All right, be circumspect. Don't be just, you gotta watch your mouth. Gotta watch what you say. You know, because the time is different than what it was some years prior. All right, you know, 2014 you was able to say a lot more than what you could in 2024, and in 2024 you could say more than what you can in 2026. So some talking points, you just leave that to the world to talk about, man. There's plenty of people that's blowing the whistle. All right, some things you know what I'm saying, but ultimately they're trying to build up against us because we're going to be the ones that's persecuted. All right, we're the ones that's going to actually be persecuted, that's adding on to the tribulation. All right, and we're gonna have to go through it in our servitude to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and really the mindset, the goal of your mind is to, regardless of what the scenario or situation is, you as an individual understand that you serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to the very best of your ability. Now, what that means is that when they come to tempt you to do things that's wrong, even if you're in a situation where you're locked up, if you're locked up and all they trying to serve you is ham sandwiches, bro, just don't eat, man. Just fast. The Lord will feed you, but that doesn't mean, man, the Lord, the only thing they got is the ham. I gotta go ahead and do it. Nah, man, fuck that, man. Fuck that. The Lord will provide. Okay? Just wait. Be patient, man. Okay? And I'm just using that as an example. It's really just an example. But the point, the point's there. Hopefully. All right. So through much tribulation, we're gonna have to enter into the kingdom of heaven. And first in the book of First Peter, it speaks about how we got to go through a fiery trial, you know, and ultimately we got to make it through that. And we ain't been tested with that much, bro. Like, really, what's the deal? What's the deal? The world's turning from you, so the fuck what, man? You know, the walk's not supposed to be easy. If you wanted the easy route, you should have went the wide way, man. Like Yahweh Shai said. Yahweh Shai mentioned that the path was narrow. Okay, and I'm gonna grab that here in just a second. This is First Peter, chapter 4. Verse 12, it says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that, when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy." Okay? So, hey, Yahweh is about to come with that ultimate glory, man. And I want to be able to smile and cry during that day. Smile and cry from the happiness of it, not cry from the fear of the dread of it, due to the fact that I ain't been on mines. You know what I'm saying? I want to be happy when Yahweh Shai comes. See, a lot of individuals may claim that they know the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But ultimately, they're gonna be extremely afraid when Yahushua returns, because they know within themselves that they wasn't really about that. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be ashamed and afraid when Yahushua returns. I want to be one of those brothers that is able to rejoice on that day, man. All right, to be able to be embraced by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Okay. Anyway, um, it says, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh Shai, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. And a part of us being reproached for the name of Yahweh Shai, a portion of that is because we represent Yahweh Shai here upon the earth, ambassadors of Yahweh Shai here upon the earth. We have to do right. Okay? We have to do right. And you know what? Sometimes doing the right thing, sometimes, maintaining that standard is heavy, okay? In a world that is absolute wickedness, man, okay? Still having to check yourself to keep from flashing out on people, all right? Having to deal with these wicked spirits, knowing that they wicked as hell, and just be vexed by it, but don't do anything that's unwise. You know what I'm saying? Do anything ultimately that can bring back a um a stain upon the ministry, knowing that you're a part of something bigger. The walk, it's a personal walk as you're in it, but it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? It's much bigger than just you as an individual. So you got to keep trying to keep all aspects clean, man. All right, and in the righteous tone, you know, that's a portion of the walk, and that it gets heavy. Those steps are heavy, man. All right, but hey, you gotta do it. You got to do it. Okay. And the elect will be able to do it. You got to remember, you have to remain unto the end. The scripture says that he that, Yahweh Shai said that. Okay. Matthew, the 24th chapter. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to make it all the way to that finish line. I did a video not too long ago about a finish line. Hey, this is the book of Saint John. I'm sorry. Saint John chapter 16. And let me grab what it says down here. Yahweh Shai speaking about telling us that we will have tribulation. Okay. St. John chapter 16. Okay, verse 33. Verse 33 is the point that I want. It says, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. All right. So within the world, guess what? We're gonna have tribulation, man. That's the way that our test comes through, man. How are you as a righteous individual going to maintain integrity in a wicked world? That's ultimately the test. All right. And you can't allow your flesh to bend you on those rules, on those standards. Okay? Stand strong for Yahweh Shem Shai. That's the ones that was commended when Ezra saw them. All right, I began to commend them that stood so stiff for Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, so in the time where things is heating up, where things are getting a little bit more hectic, when more demons seems to be available to plague your mind. All right, you still have to maintain your integrity before Yahweh Shem Shai, and that includes doing the work. All right, that includes being busy within the work, keeping up that standard. Okay, don't get lackadaisical, don't get complacent. I speak to myself first and foremost. You know, um, check yourself. All right, be in order. Check your attitude. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to uphold. All right. There's a lot that's going to be expected of you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And for some individuals, they can't handle that. That's why they go back to the world where there's no accountability, man. Okay. Anyway, um, Yahweh Shai, I mentioned earlier that Yahweh Shai was speaking about how the path was narrow. Okay. That's Matthew, the 7th chapter. Matthew chapter 7, verse, let me see. That's good. That's good, actually good right there. Okay. But I'm gonna get to the point. That was, man, I kind of wanted to start up right there, but I'm gonna get to the point. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." Okay? So you gotta go through that, you gotta go through the straight gate, a gate of difficulty, man. Okay? Because it's narrow. The path is narrow. It's not, ain't a whole bunch that's really involved in this. That's why we have to hold not only ourselves to a standard, but our fellow brothers to a standard. And that's the benefit and beauty of a brotherhood, is there's safety in those numbers. Okay? Individuals moving towards striving towards the same goal of salvation via Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Um in a time when the ultimate destruction pops off. All right, for those here in Babylon the Great, other various places around the world will taste its form and portion of hell. The whole earth is really heading in a chaotic direction, man. There's about to be a lot of bloodshed that's about to happen upon the planet. Okay, the Lord requires a sacrifice. All right, and as that comes about, you got the ones who enlisted to be the soldiers kind of, losing morale and it's like, how are you losing morale to serve the Lord, man? All right. How are you losing the morale on that, and you keeping morale something that's within the something that's in the world is enticing you, is getting your attention, getting you pumped up, but your morale within the word, within the truth, is dwindling. That, like, how does that work? You know? Really, it comes back to that same question, man. Who said that the walk was going to be easy? You know? Supposed to and I believe Elder Apostle Ramla mentioned you got to count the cost, man. Okay, which all brothers is speaking on this. This is a topic right now, man. It's something that needs to be known, as some faith is waning right before things get, you can't be scared now, man. It's almost game time, bro. It's time for you to actually show. But hey, realistically, the ones that fold out now, they wasn't worth it, and they didn't have a chance. They never ever had a chance, man. Okay. So we're gonna suffer with Yahweh Shai. We're gonna suffer the persecution of believing in Yahweh Shem Shai. People ain't gonna be, oh man, you believe in the Lord, that's why they mad. Like, no, they are mad at the righteousness that you represent, man. You know, people in the world, they love us and they hate us all at the same time. They hate us as the tribes, okay, first and foremost, but they hate us as individuals due to the fact that we're really cool and they really want to be down and around us, and we don't allow it because we can tell that they wicked as hell and they hate that about us. Like, that's how your coworkers feel. They really want to be cool with you, and you may be cool to a certain extent, but they know they can't never, you ain't as cool, like, you know what I'm saying. They like you a lot more than you like them. You know what I'm saying? Because we serve the Lord and we want to be around like-minded individuals. Anyway, you get the point. All right. A little bit of a long analogy and explanation there, but you get the point, man. All right. So the straight gate is the direction we're going for. All right. Romans chapter 8. And if you can't last, you can't hack it. It is what it is. I pray that I can continue. I always pray that I can continue, have the strength to continue. Okay? And sometimes it's just, hey, pray for it, man. Pray for it earnestly and you'll get it. Okay? It says, and if oh man, I gotta start up. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 16. It says, "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs. If heirs of the Most High, then joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. If so be that we suffer with him." All right? That we may be also glorified together. You understand? So the Holy Spirit that we're able to tap into is what's bearing witness with us that we are actually the children of the Heavenly Father. Not only that, we are candidates of being the elect. Now, the elect is already selected, okay? But you still have to strive for it. You don't know if it's you or not, so you got to strive for it. And the elect, every member of the elect is going to strive for it, man. All right, there's no member of the elect that's going to be out there that done, oh man, you know what? I'm growing weak in the faith, and then just drop off and quit. Ain't no man of the leg about to do that. They about to fight. They may slip up, they may fall. They gonna actually fight, man. All right, and they ain't gonna allow that slip up and whatnot to be this big, long, drawn out thing. Nah, they gonna get back up, man. All right, because at the end of the day, we still serve Yahweh Shem Shai. We got to continue on this road, man. All right. So I don't know who told you that the walk was easy, but it ain't, man. Okay. Hey, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say shalom. Continue to cry unto Yahweh Shem Shai in hopes that we can get the hell up out of this place, man. Shalom, shalom.